What's up, everybody? My name's Joe. I sing, scream, play guitar, and write songs in a band called Never Fall Apart. I recently made a video on how to fry scream that people were super receptive to. I'm super grateful for that. Super glad I could help so many of you. For those of you that still haven't gotten it yet, this is a sequel that I hope is going to help. So, before you go blowing a bunch of cash on vocal coaches, check out what I have to say here. I tried to learn how to fry scream for like 3 years before it finally worked for me. I had several vocal coaches. I still couldn't figure it out. Here are the things that I wish that I knew. All right, number 1. Fry screaming is 50% vocal technique, which I showed in my other video, and 50% mic control, which I'll show here. Okay, so to start, you're going to want your microphone pretty loud, especially if you're going from screaming to singing. If you're doing that, you want to sing away from the microphone a little bit, because singing can be a little louder than actually fry screaming can. Then you go to fry scream, you go closer to the microphone. Here's the reason why. Like I said in my last video, fry screams are just not that naturally loud. There are people who can make them really loud. I don't know how they do it. Chester Bennington's a pretty good example. But you'll notice that all of these rock stars are still going close to the microphone when they scream. And there's a reason for that. Generally because they're not very loud. All right, watch closely. I want to show you what it sounds like when I scream away from the microphone, and then I want to show you what it sounds like when I scream close to the microphone. Here's away from the microphone. That's a pretty typical fry scream. Close to the microphone. Tip number 2 is actually a controversial technique, but I don't really care what other people say about this. Okay, cupping the microphone is a technique that's going to help your scream. Because fry screams aren't so loud, cupping the microphone actually encapsulates the sound, right? So it makes it sound louder, it makes it sound more booming through the microphone. All right, have it on the classic vocal setting in GarageBand again. I want you to watch me before and after with cupping the microphone, how different the sound is. So here's before. Now I'm going to cup the mic and show you what it does. You can just hear a drastic difference there. All right, so number 3, everybody says this, and everybody says this for a reason. It should not hurt when you do this. This is not something that should hurt. The best way that I can describe it is if it hurts when you're doing this, this is your body's natural way of telling you you're doing something with your voice that you shouldn't do. However, this is a noise, okay? That's all a fry scream is it's a noise. And it's a noise that your body is capable of producing. Everyone can do it. So if you're doing it wrong, your body's just telling you, nope, that's not how we're doing it. And if you keep doing it wrong, you're going to really strain your voice, and that's going to hurt for a few days potentially. All right, number 4, this is where it gets interesting. So what a lot of people do and what I do in studio, not all the time in just kind of like my general like YouTube videos of me screaming, I'll just do one scream, but layers, okay? When you fry scream, because it's not typically loud, if you want it to sound powerful, you do one fry scream in a recording, you do the same thing over it. And sometimes you can like take one fry scream, add the compression, add the reverb, take the other one, and then take the reverb and compression out of it, and you layer them together. You stack them on top of each other in the same exact spot in the video, in the recording. And it'll sound really booming, really loud. That's how a lot of people do it in studio, and it shouldn't be a trick that's hidden from people. All right, last but not least, number 5 is mouth shape, okay? So the way you shape your mouth for lows is different than the way you shape your mouth for mids and the way you shape your mouth for highs. And aside from that, that's all I really got for today. I'm going to show you a fry scream just for the hell of it. Going to be something that you're going to be able to do too. Never give this up. You can do it. If you have time, please follow me on Instagram at Never Fall Apart. That's never_fall apart. I post a lot of music stuff. Maybe it's cool to you. You can check it out. I don't know. That'd be great. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day and keep screaming.
Hey you, baby love, guide me to the shelter, 'cause I'm through when the 2, it's the 6, and it's soon.